Hi, I am Arlene, one of the project team members under the project title Assessing the Contribution of Food Banking Systems in Addressing Food Security. I am presenting the completed project on behalf of our project leader, Mr. Jomar Flores. This project was under the DOST Grants in Aid program. NVC co-implemented the project in Bacolod, and the Department of Nutrition of the College of Public Health in UP Manila led the monitoring and evaluation component of the study. This project was pursued because food wastage remained high in the Philippines despite the serious hunger and malnutrition problems faced by Filipino households. Food banks from existing knowledge and experiences overseas address food security challenges and dietary diversity. This project has the potential to improve the food security status of Filipino households in terms of their caloric intake and dietary diversity. This can also reduce the food expenses within the Filipino households. Lastly, this project can also reduce food wastage, especially in the food industry. This can also result in decreased greenhouse gas emissions that come from foods that are disposed in landfills. The project aimed to harness food banking systems in addressing food security by improving the caloric intake and dietary diversity of food insecure individuals and households in Taguig City and Bacolod City. So this is the food bank project journey. Rise Against Hunger Philippines opened the first food bank in the country in 2017. RAHP believed that food banking, a proven strategy in addressing food security since 1960, will also work in the Philippines. However, empirical data was needed to prove our point. Thus, we applied for this research grant in 2018 and then the project officially started in September 2019. 2020 was a challenging year. The year started with a volcanic eruption, then COVID-19 happened, and we needed to strategize. 2020 ended with 6 consecutive typhoons, and we were a fledgling food bank that was made to respond to the dramatic increase of hungry households brought about by these natural calamities. More Filipino families experienced hunger, especially during the first months of lockdown. We believe that it was providential that we were already organized when the pandemic hit us, but we couldn't have it done without the support of our donors and partners. Through this project, 2 food banks were established. RHP also became a member of the Global Food Banking Network. A total of around 300 million worth of cash and in-kind donations was received by the food banking systems, which served more than 300,000 families from January 2020 to August 2021. Trainings in home gardening or urban gardening were also provided to beneficiaries. Around 2,500 tons of surplus food items were rescued from January 2020 to August 2021. Rice and its products and grains ranked first in the food grains donated in food banks. The nutrition food safety guidelines in food banking was also validated and was used in the implementation of nutrition and food safety practices in the food banking system. Nutrition education materials were also distributed. However, results of the evaluation test revealed that there were just little to no changes in their knowledge, attitude, and practices. The COVID-19 pandemic hindered face-to-face sessions. More comprehensive discussion of materials should be realized and continuous monitoring and feedbacking should be employed to achieve better results. The daycare beneficiaries of the food banking system were targeted in the M&E component of the project. Generally, the food banking systems improve the overall mean caloric intake and mean dietary diversity of its daycare beneficiaries. In addition, the proportion of daycare beneficiaries with inadequate caloric intake and low dietary diversity decreased. The project team urges the government to approve the Food Donation Act in the Philippines to further improve operations of food banks with the goal of decreasing food wastage and addressing food security among Filipino households. Capacity building and food recovery efforts for local government units can be invested by the national government. We can provide funding, technical assistance, and resources to facilitate more partnerships in food banking. And that's all. Thank you everyone and happy 12th anniversary DOST.